Canada, we've raised in Parliament the pride flag over the Canadian flag. Do you think that's disrespectful or appropriate, or do you think that's okay?
I think a little bit disrespectful.
A little bit disrespectful?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think they should be at the same level.
They should be on the same level?
Yeah.
So our country on the same level as a sexual identifying group?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you think a nation's kind of on that same par?
I just feel like we're a welcoming nation, so there's no need to put them, like, it should be equal, if that makes sense.
Is there any other flags you put on also on equal?
Nope, not really.
Oh, just the pride flag and the Canadian flag?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
That's a tough one, man. Very tough.
Think that's disrespectful or okay?
No comment.
No
Yeah.
comment? Okay. Like, you think that's disrespectful and inappropriate, or is that okay?
God, no. No, it's completely okay. It's not. Why not?
Okay.
You know?
Is there any other flags you'd put on the same kind of level?
On the same kind of level?
Especially on, like, Canada Day? Yeah.
Not really. I mean, I think what the pride flag is saying is you're welcome here. This is a country where you can be yourself, and
Okay.
you know, that's, yeah.
But do you not think, like, the Canadian flag represents, like... is
Okay,
it not
I'm
welcome?
done. No, sorry.
Okay.
You know, I think what it is it's just causing more of a divide than anything. Like, we all got along for how many years?
Yep.
You know, and now everyone's fighting.
Yeah.
And so what are we actually gaining out of this?
I agree. Maybe a little disrespectful on Canada Day.
Absolutely.
I don't like the fact that we're putting the pride flag above the Canadian flag. I don't like that all the commercials are about gay couples. We seem to be being inundated with this. It's like, like the gay, queer pride, whatever. You know, I don't even know what the acronym is. I can't come up with it. It's pretty long.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Think it's okay?
We're all equal in this country, in the world for that matter, and we have to respect each other a little more than we do. We've still got a long ways to go.
Is there any other flags you'd put on that same level?
All flags.
All flags?
Of democratic countries.
If I could push my luck, I'm just curious why a sexual preference is put on the same level as our nation.
Well, thanks for the question, but I don't want to comment on that.
I think it's appropriate and not disrespectful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think not everyone is represented under just the Canadian flag? The general Canadian flag doesn't include everyone, so they have to raise the pride flag with it?
Well, maybe both raised, maybe. That would be better for everybody. But, I mean, you're always going to have somebody unhappy.
I'll refrain.
You'll refrain from answering?
Yeah.
I'm going to take that as a you're okay with it kind of thing?
I'm a huge ally advocate, but as far as knowing what to add to answer overlaying a flag or not, I don't want to weigh
I mean
in
above the Canadian flag, like as a country.
Yeah.
You think that's appropriate?
I don't think I take it as a above or below, or it's just the flag's got to go somewhere, and both flags that we're proud of. So.
On Canada Day? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a Trudeau issue.
That's a Trudeau issue?
Yeah, he likes to gaslight.
Yeah.
So nobody has problems with gays.
Right.
Nobody has problems with transgender. But he makes it a problem by saying it's now the pinnacle. It's like we should all look up to that. And that's wrong.
So I asked my 3 questions.
Okay.
Thank you for answering everything. Am I allowed to ask a bonus question? Because you mentioned transgenderism. A lot of people do have a problem with it in the fact that female identifying, a transgender, right? For example, I'm a man, but if I decide I want to be a female and I walk into the women's washroom...
No, that's not okay.
Okay.
Like right now we live in a world where a lot of change is going on. Sometimes I feel like there's a line though. I feel like sometimes when you cross that line, I feel like it can kind of turn people in the wrong direction that maybe didn't need that. So in my honest opinion, like would I say I approve of it? Probably not, man.
No, you wouldn't want the Canadian flag to be replaced with the pride flag on Parliament Hill. So you disagree with what Trudeau is doing?
100%. Yeah. I would never really fall in line with anything he says, to be honest. But yeah, I would definitely say that this is a free country, and everyone is free to do what they want to do. But at the end of the day, there's things that we've been doing for hundreds and thousands of years, and it's been working. You know what I mean? And I feel like the change that we're trying to implement now
could be unhealthy.
100%.
So one follow-up question. Yeah. Do you think children, like young children, should be taught LGBT stuff at a young age? That's the line?
That's a line that you just don't cross.
Okay.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we have children and they're innocent, right?
Yeah.
So when they go to school and the first thing that they're being taught is like confusion.
Sexual stuff.
Yeah, exactly, right? So at the end of the day, like there's a certain line in this world like you just don't cross. And children seem to be that line.
They're already indoctrinated like with everybody else, with the kids in school, with everything they're teaching. So I think they should just wait till us as parents, like we're parents, so
they can decide.
Yeah, like they grow up, and if that's what they want to do, then whatever. But as kids, they have no business knowing, oh yeah, I want to be a cat or I want to be a girl. Yeah. When you're a boy, none of that, you know. So I don't support it.
I don't think much about it at
all.
Think
much about it?
Yeah, I mean, the more support, the better. So.
Any other flags you put up there with it?
I think, granted, June is LGBTQ month. It makes sense to just do the LGBTQ flag, but yeah, I just don't think much of it.
But do you think the pride flag should be with the Canadian flag on the same equal?
No. I mean, like, pride is pride, Canada is Canada. Now they have their own week now. They have there's lots of they have their own streets where they're marked, and they have enough, because now we're getting every month is a different month for it. What about an Irish Day? What about an Irish month? That's my heritage, and my mom's Scottish. What happened to, like, the Caucasians don't get any of their celebration? Think about that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because think about how many people came over here from Britain, and how many people fought for the war, and ancestors. So that's my point.
If you raised a pride flag above the flag of St George, which is the UK flag,
right?
Sorry, the English flag, I think you'd have a lot of bad feeling about it. The LGBT.
It's a long, yeah.
Yes. Plus, yeah.
I think they've added more.
And, they're respected in our country,
right?
By the majority.
Yeah.
They get their time to do and say what they want to do. But I don't think you need to raise it above a country's flag.
Right.
Okay. On a day like today, like Canada
Day.
Yeah.
But no, I don't agree with that in any way, shape, or form. It's such a minority that they're making it out to be everything.
Yeah.
And we're being deceived in this world.
Okay.
At this point in time.
Maybe a bonus question. Do you think it's helping or hurting our society?
I think it's hurting our society.
Okay.
Absolutely. Anything goes.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. Not anything goes.
Hurting us as
God
a society.
Is above all else, man.
Amen. I like to hear that.
God above all else. So
I might be pushing my luck here. I got a fourth question.
Okay.
Do you think we should have like a Veterans Month then if we have an LGBTQ month? You think that's fair?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know enough about the politics, so...
I mean veterans, like people who went and died or went to war for freedom. Not necessarily politics, just veterans.
Yeah, why not honor them?
I think, yeah, why not? But, like, you kind of... When you go down that road of, like, why not include these people, like, there's an infinite amount of, like, subsets of groups of people to, like, that might want, like, representation. So it's like, how do you give everyone a chance then at that point? And... yeah, maybe you sign up for a rotation.
Do you think the Canadian flag wasn't inclusive enough then?
The Canadian flag was not inclusive enough?
Well, we're including like other flags, right? We're saying, well, maybe everyone should be included. Do you think the Canadian flag doesn't represent that?
I don't know. I don't have any thoughts about that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Like you're not supportive of it either. Right?
No, we're not.
What's your guys' chat?
It's called True Dominion Canada. True Dominion Canada. Yeah, you can see on the back, True Dominion Canada. And yeah, we don't support this agenda. We think it's gone way too far, and children should not be subjected to this. We believe it's grooming. So we're not for grooming, because they're grooming children to think a certain way, and it's a line you don't cross, like you said.